Hey, what's up, y'all? Hold on, let me take the sunnies off. I want to thank you, Eye to Eye, for checking out Sway's Universe. And I appreciate it. We got so many videos we want you to see, so push that notification button for me. Do it now and enjoy the video. Peace.
This is Sway. Sway.
Sway.
Sway.
In the morning.
In the morning.
In the morning. Don't shake that fire. Wake your fuck ass up. Crust out your eyes.
You know, I'm a fan of people who put in real work.
Dedication.
I ain't mad at those who got a week or a month worth of work. Happy for you. That doesn't take a whole lot of talent. The talent is how do you sustain, Heather B. How do you sustain for 10 years in the game, working? Your name is out there. People still thirsty for your work. Ever since he put out Gutter back in 2008, Heather B. I didn't believe he was from where he was from. He put out Ruthless. I was like, this dude is an implant. He wasn't born in Florida. Was he born in? Was he raised out there?
Right.
Blood, sweat, and tears. That's when the world start finding out about him. And that's when you start seeing that star rise. And then you start learning more about who he is as a person as he went through his trials and tribulations. Dude came up in here, always spit fire, always been truthful, health conscious before the rest of the game was. Now we see a lot of people becoming health conscious. He was on that prior to that, but the thing that stood out most, it didn't matter to me if he was rocking with Cash Money. I was happy for him.
Right.
It didn't matter to me if he was rocking with We the Best. I was happy for him.
No
Whoever
doubt.
he rocking with.
No doubt.
I'm happy for him, especially when he rocking with himself as an independent artist. Been through those trials and tribulations, but what mattered most to me, Heather B, is that he always has bars.
Bars,
We
son.
got a hyena up in here.
Hyena.
The one and only Ace Hood is back.
Ace
He's back.
Thank you, my brother.
Nah.
Thank you, King. Appreciate
Hey,
you,
man,
my
listen,
brother.
hey, we're the Muppets. I don't know if you ever watched the Muppets, but there was always those two Muppets in the balcony just to see the whole
Facts.
show. They see the whole show. They saw the rehearsal.
Right.
They saw when the format was written up, when it was conceived. We sit and watch the whole show. We don't always comment, but I watched your trajectory. I've watched your trials and tribulations. When you talk, you always been transparent and honest. It's hard to make it in this business sometimes when you go through, I don't call them failures, but when things don't, work out the way you thought they should, you got to find somewhere to dig from to make sure, damn, do I got it? Is this dream, is this a feasible dream? Is it tangible? Shit, I'm here. Damn, I'm not with them. I'm here. I'm not with them. What, is it me? I'm sure you question a lot of shit. And now you here. And I think trust the process. To me, that explains it all.
Everything. Yep.
Did you always trust the process? I mean, before, did you get into a hole?
Did I always trust the process?
Yeah.
I think that I didn't always trust it. I think a part of me wanted to, but I think that it took for me to really understand that, I think God was asking something larger of me. You know what I'm saying? I had a larger plan. So I think that once I kind of realized that thing and knew that I had that, regardless of whom I was placed around, that it was already in me, I just needed to, allow it to grow and manifest within inside of me. The moment that I kind of got that was like, okay, I'm going to trust this, whatever this is, like, because too many people are telling me, too many confirmations, constantly that allowed me to keep pushing through, which ultimately was like, you know what, whatever this is, whatever this plan, wherever I'm going, I'm going to trust it. And I'm going to keep faith. And I've always been a man of faith. And that has never changed. And you know what I'm saying? So that was my main thing. It's just like, yo, all right, it's happening.
It's happening.
You know what I mean?
Right.
I don't know what's on the other side, but I'm going to trust it. You know what I mean? And we're going to walk through it. And we're going to stand up in it. You know what I'm saying? And we're going to keep faith and we're going to push through.
That's what faith is all about. It's interesting because I know everybody asks you, you've had to deal with, is there beef between the folks that you once worked with and where you are now? And I like your responses because you're like, nah, there's no beef, there's none of that stuff. In fact, you got to thank those people who give you some type of opportunity. It wasn't meant for them to take you all the way down the road.
Exactly.
You know?
Exactly.
But what did you learn from all that shit?
For me, I learned, excuse me, I learned to just like really just, count on yourself, bet on yourself mainly. You know, I just had a vision, man. I had a vision, and I wanted to be a free artist. You know what I'm saying? A free artist, and that means free from stigma, free from, labels, free from brands. Like, it was time for me to get rid of this quote unquote thing that I had, that I was wearing. I'm Ace Hood, and I got records, and I got, nice cars and clothes and jewelry and stuff. And it's like I had to go back to what matters, like to what makes me rich and my life rich, and put time and energy into that. You know what I'm saying? So I learned that I'm a human being, man. You know what I'm saying? And we all go through obstacles, and we all go through stuff. But most importantly, like just to really bet on myself and understand what it is that I want, what it is that I need to say, and what it is that and who it is that I want to be, mainly. You know what I'm saying?
I look at you, man, like when we was outside and I just greeted you, we looking at each other in the eyes. I'm like, man, this man you look lighter to me.
Yo,
you know what I mean?
said that.
It's something. It's like a whole layer of you is now gone. You look like a different person to me. You're the same person, but when I'm looking in your eye and your energy tunnel, you feel lighter to me. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Like it's something else. It's a skin, a layer. Something's gone.
Yeah.
You know? You look younger.
I know.
He does.
How'd you do that?
That's like when I went through my whole entire process, like between like this whole 2.5, 3 years that I kind of been away, I just took the time to work on me. Mainly like just kind of nourish myself, man. Nourish, and that means like training, working out, working my mind out, understanding, learning. That comes with me exploring spirituality and really like reaching next levels of evolution for me. You know what I'm saying? It's just being patient, man. Being patient, understanding, trusting, just mainly working on myself because I knew this moment would come, and just as well as I know this moment would come, that next moment in my life will also come. So I need to be prepared for that. So literally, it was like a training camp. It was a training camp for me, and I was like, I need to be prepared for this return. My mind needs to be right. My body needs to be right. And then people are gonna understand and feel me, and I'm gonna come from a true place, a real place. So during that whole entire time, doing gym, doing yoga, doing meditation, spending time with my family, with my children, just doing so many cool things. Like to me, that's what brought the life. And it was all part of my preparation. I was like, when I come back, it's going to be right.
What I like about this is you bring up your family. And we don't hear a lot of that. Yeah. The role that your woman plays, that your kids play. Could you have done it without them?
No, not at all. For me, it's the first time that I actually been into a partnership. So the moment I got out of my situation, or the moment I decided to be this free artist and kind of move forward, life came fast at me, you know what I mean? Because at this point, I had to make my own decisions. Life was asking me to be a boss. Life was asking me to be a CEO. Life was asking me to be a better father, a better partner. Like, it was asking so much. So I was dealing with turmoil and all this other stuff that was arising in my life. You know what I mean? And for me, it's so funny that I had to work on everything else in order for me to grow musically in every other aspect, you know what I mean? Which was weird. So I couldn't have done it without, my partner, my woman supporting me and allowing and keep telling me, push your purpose, keep moving forward. It don't matter. Even though a lot of people around me didn't support it, it was important that she supported me and my kids supported me. My kids was there. I was running around with my kids having fun and, we doing things and I was just loving up on them. It wasn't about what the industry and what they were saying and what we was doing and what was happening. I'm like, man, I'm just focused on being this holistic human being. You know what I'm saying? Like, so that was my main thing for me.
Yeah, man, a round of applause. You're making me feel good right now, Ace Hood. Hold on, let me put my arm next to yours.
Right, grab that energy, fam.
Oh no, Sway having a muscle contest.
We used to do the push-up thing,
What happened?
I stopped, obviously.
Sway stupid. Stop.
Damn it. This is amazing. I was happy to have Eunice. You and I always had a great rapport, man, and always felt that this dude is extremely talented.
Yeah.
You go through what you go through with this music business. Everybody around you been through it. Foreign tech's probably been through it. Everybody's been. everybody's been around it, but you're walking away from it. And then when I listen to your music, when I listen to these songs we're gonna play, we're gonna do a lyrical breakdown for Trust the Process. You even the energy is coming off different in your vocals. There's something else going on. Whatever that is, I'm trying to get on it. Ace Hood is here. Go ahead, Tracy. I'm sorry. I can do this for an hour. Go ahead.
I love this entire conversation because to me, whenever you hear a man mention words like manifestation, nourishment, enlightenment, that means he acknowledges a woman as his spine, you know? And I love your partner. I like you.
Yes.
I love your partner.
Yes.
Well, I like her, but I love you, dude.
How about we just love both of them?
We love them both.
He knows
It's
what
all
I'm talking
love.
about.
I know
Curvy
what you mean.
conscious.
I know what you
He
mean.
knows exactly what I'm talking
Yeah.
about. But when you mention yoga, for a lot of men, especially men in color, they look at that as soft. And I'm like, yeah, because a lot of men do have to soften up. You're too hard.
Right.
What would you say to dudes that are very hyper masculine and just look at that with a side eye?
I think that, like, you know, do you want to be flexible in life as a man, right? You want to be flexible, meaning like not in just the physical form, but just in everything in life. You want to have stagnant energy, anything like that. You want to be flexible. You want to be understanding. You want to be open-minded, right? To me, that's what yoga does. It allows you to stretch and be free.
Yeah.
Like, just as metaphorically as you think about that, it's like, all right, I want to be a flexible human being. So not just in a physical form, but really, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
so
Every
to
aspect,
me,
yeah.
that's the place that I'm coming from. And to me, that builds that strength. You know what I mean? I don't associate that with weakness. I associate that with strength.
Okay.
You know, and the fact that I'm able to be in a place of vulnerability, like, and just be honest about where I am, like, you know, in my whole process with the whole yoga thing, like, that's strength to me, man. You know what I'm saying? And I encourage people to do it because it allows you to make better decisions. You know, it's about breathing.
Yeah.
It's about sitting in positions and eat, which means that even when it's tough in life, you got to sometimes calm down, breathe, think about what's happening. Is it true? Also, you know what I'm saying? Because sometimes it's your thoughts running wild. So it's like, all right, what's happening? What's happening in this present moment? And is it true, or is it just your thoughts that's running wild? So for me, it's a moment for me to calm my thoughts, breathe, understand what's happening, and for me to be able to move forward with forward energy.
Ace Hood, man. I'm gonna open up these phone lines. We're gonna get into this new music. Came with the posse. You just dropped that. That's the joint. Trust the Process.
Trust the process.
To whom it may concern. Ooh, that's an ill one too, man. We got to dig in those lyrics, okay?
Yeah,
Is that
yeah.
all right? But first, man, just a quick tribute. Ace Hood is here. Sway in the morning. DJ Wonder.
I do it.
It's Sway in the morning, only on Shade 45.